I have additional thoughts about change. So yesterday I posted a video on change, and I talked about going to the laundromat when the washer at my house broke and having it be the best experience ever. Even though I had to leave the house, it was only a block away. It's a beautiful laundromat, the nicest people ever. And lo and behold, I got the laundry done in 25% of the time that it normally takes at my own house. That being said, change happens all around us constantly. We can't do anything about it, but we can do a lot about our reaction to change. That's where this all sits, is how do we use change? How do we adjust to change? How do we react to change? Because it's the way we react to change that either allows change to be beneficial or not. So 2 Sundays ago was the laundromat situation, right? 2 days ago, Sunday, I had another situation. I wanted to go to, I've been wanting to find this place, Stevie's Creole Cafe, for a while, right? And I did. On the way home, I love salad. I just love salad. Okay. On the way home from work, I think last Friday, I'm driving down Pico, and I look to my left, and there's Stevie's Creole Cafe. I'm like, oh my God, this is great. I went online. I looked at the menu, like unbelievable stuff. Everything you would always find in New Orleans. Every single thing. And they have this award, a chef's award for the gumbo. Best gumbo known to mankind anywhere. Okay, good sales points, right? So I decided on Sunday, now I'm not doing the laundry, which is my normal routine. Sunday mornings at 6 a.m., I do the laundry. I put on CBS Morning Show, watch that for an hour and a half. And then it eventually goes into football if it's football season. Otherwise, I write, I read, I do stuff. Okay. So I decided at 11 o'clock when Stevie's Creole Cafe opened on Sunday, I would go in, sit there and have lunch instead of doing takeout, and then take some things home, of course. I couldn't just go there and eat. There would be leftovers, but I have to get additional things. All right. So I get there at 11. Place isn't opened. There are human beings inside. They're scurrying around. They're getting things ready, you can tell, and that's fine. But now it's a few minutes after 11. I don't know whether they're going to really open close to 11. Did they change their hours to 11:30, even though it's posted on the door 11 a.m. and on the website 11 a.m.? All right, well, I knocked because there's people scurrying around. They can see me standing there. I knocked. They wouldn't even address me. They wouldn't look at me. I'm like, still nobody. Then I called, got the cell phone out. Nobody answered. So I just stood there and I tapped again. A woman comes out, young girl, and with a little bit of an attitude, like I'm annoying them. Can't I see that they're trying to open so that I would have a wonderful experience when I walked in eventually? And I said, well, that's very thoughtful of you. I just want to know when I'll be walking in. Is it going to be in half an hour, an hour? Did you change your hours? Just give me some kind of indication. That's all I want to know. She says 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, I can do that. So I sit down at the table outside. Okay, wait a minute. In between my story, here's the hot food for lunch. Chicken wings. I get these at Costco. So easy to do. Take however many out you want. Put them on the front, on the, what's it called, cookie sheet. Put them in the oven. 15 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever. And then they have this hot sauce. Oh my God. You dip them in the hot sauce. It's incredibly delicious. And very few calories. All right. Well worth the station break. Because they're just so good. All right. Back to the story. I'm sitting there at the table and chairs outside on the patio, thinking, do I swallow my pride? Food metaphor. Do I swallow my pride and stay here and go in and dine when it's time? Or do I leave because they copped attitude? I swallowed my pride. The lure of food was too exciting for me. So I waited. It was really only 5 minutes at the most. And then I went inside. And another cute little girl waits on me. And she apologized. And I said, no, that was okay. And so I order a shitload of stuff. I ordered the fried catfish with this Rommelide sauce on. Oh my God, it was so, a killer, I can't even tell you. Over this rice that had crawfish in it and mushrooms, onions. It was the moistest, most flavorful rice I've ever had. The two sides were shrimp, mac and cheese with enormous pieces of shrimp. And grits. I love grits. As an appetizer, I ordered fried pickles. The most unusual pickles. Very thin slices and dipped in this very light batter. They like melted in your mouth. You hardly had to chew. Seriously, it was amazing. So after I order that and read the big chalkboard of all these unusual things like blueberry corn muffins, just incredible things. What they did was they bring over to me, courtesy of the house, a blueberry cornbread muffin with honey butter, just to say, we're sorry we opened late. Okay, now I'm feeling good about them. I didn't really get angry. So I was happy about that. I was level-headed, when I was trying to ascertain when they would actually open. And so this was working out. Now, let me just tell you, there's no atmosphere there. It's like being in the prison, the Creole restaurant at the prison. Absolutely no atmosphere. But the food was all the atmosphere you needed. Incredible food. And within minutes of me sitting down, the place filled up. So apparently people love this place. Okay. So then I'm eating dinner, brunch, lunch, really happy, reading my book, and I can't eat anymore. So I have to take everything home. And the girl says, is there anything else I can get you? And I said, yeah, I definitely want dessert. And this is to go. I can't eat any more here. I would like beignets and peach cobbler. She said, we planned on giving you peach cobbler, courtesy of the house, again, because you waited. Okay, these are the nicest people in the entire world. Seriously. Even though I'm sure she was under pressure, didn't sound very patient. It doesn't matter. It didn't matter. They made up for it in the grace and generosity with which they treated me. I will totally go back. I forgot, though. In between the two Sundays, more change. The Mac computer. I bought this new Mac that you can only order online or in the store. Well, you're a fool to order it online if you're me. You go in the store, you choose all the components. It came in, they were supposed to do a data transfer. It never happened. I bring the thing home, back to my office Tuesday, or was it Monday? It was Monday. I didn't take it out of the box. I circled the computer, the box, until Tuesday afternoon. I took it out. I plugged it in. They said all you do is plug it in and it's ready. Oh, so wrong they were. Yes, you could plug it in and it would be ready if it actually did a data transfer. It did not. Well, I didn't know that until I got Matt, my computer guy, out to polish off the data transfer that I thought had been done. Oh, no. He said, Judy, nothing. It's an empty computer. So I had Matt do the data transfer. But the cool thing about that was I had to use it for 2-3 days in between giving the Apple Store my external hard drive and bringing it back. And I thought, how am I going to do? How am I going to get the extra things that I added on to the old computer while I'm waiting for the new computer and all the data to be used? Well, anyway, that worry was over. So Matt did an entire up-to-date data transfer. I didn't get mad. I called Matt. It all worked out. Yesterday was the pièce de résistance. So yesterday was Monday. The change that happened on Monday started from the gate. Well, Monday's the day I wash my hair and then blow dry my hair. The blow dryer broke. I have wild hair. If I don't blow dry it and blow it straight, I look like a cartoon character. Well, I didn't get angry. Now, I did have 2 clients in the afternoon. I didn't know if I was going to have somebody in the morning, but I did have an 11 o'clock in the morning on Zoom. And I'm like, what the heck am I going to do? There is a beauty supply store 3 blocks from my office, but they don't open till 10 or 11. I had the 11 o'clock appointment on Zoom. I couldn't do anything until then, so my hair's up in a bun and wet. I get through the Zoom appointment, and then the phone starts ringing. The 3 o'clock appointment wanted to come in at 2:30, but found issues with the last version of the settlement agreement that they themselves organized. I had to spend time on that. It made me late getting the hair dryer. And then somebody else called, the wife of a new potential client. The husband called last week, so I needed to take that call. That was important. You know, don't want to let customers wait. And so that was that. So after my 11 o'clock, after fielding the new call from the client and the client coming in, I'm like, okay, done. 12:30, I'm out the door. I go down the street. I had to mail my sister's birthday gift because I wanted to get to her on time. I had to go to the post office and I had to get the blow dryer. That all gets done. I get to the office and blow dryer good. Blow dryer is amazing. I mean, my old blow dryer needed to go. It was like 40 years old. Seriously, it was that old. No worries. The new one dried my hair in minutes. But in order to plug the blow dryer in, the Mac had to suffer. So you have all these bloody cords, you know, with your desktop computer. And I needed to plug the hair dryer in, and it was one of these plugs that's long. And so I had to unplug something that was in an upper plug. I had to switch placements of a plug. It happened to be the plug for the entire computer system, which turned the computer system off. So I plugged the hairdryer in, replugged the computer in, and with that, the computer went wild. With that, there was this new version of Outlook that I kind of saw at the top. Do you want the new version of Outlook? No, I want the new version of nothing. I just want a new version of me on a daily basis. But I do not want a new version of anything on my computer. So I wasn't ever going to address it. It started on its own. The new version of Outlook started on its own. And I had no idea what to do. It was doing a data transfer. There are all these screens that I couldn't get out of. Then they want some kind of password, but password to what? So I called Matt, my computer guy. I said, Matt, and I left the message, Matt, I think you have to call me. There's something weird going on with new Outlook. Then I called Chris, my Outlook person, my email person, left a message there about new Outlook has taken over my life. And then I said, well, maybe I can do something. Now, I never once got mad. I never once got mad. And so I said, well, maybe I can do something. So I'm putzing around, doing this and that. I turned it off. I turned new Outlook off. Old Outlook comes back, but there's a question. Why do you want to turn me off? New Outlook. Don't you love me? No, I don't love you. I don't want to turn you off. And it was groovy and cool. Everything worked out well. And so my lesson that I'm sharing with you over lunch, never get mad. Try not to get mad over simple things that just happen. A gross injustice you can get mad at, but not stuff that happens in our daily lives. And so this is my endless quest now. I've known this for a while. Naturally, I forget. I get caught up in the trappings of life. And to get caught up in the trappings of life, you get mad. Shit goes down that's horrible. But if you cannot get mad, you can find the value in the change. So what did I find value in with the computer? It increased my confidence that I can, on my own, problem solve on a computer. Who knew? So that improved my confidence. So I really loved that. And Matt and Chris were like, you go, Judy. You're ancient as shit. You still learn. Good to go. And so they were very happy I figured it out on my own. Can't wait to go back to the laundromat next Sunday. Within an hour, pop, it's done. Love my computer, even though I have to take charge of it. And we are always going to have food issues. The inconsistency. I mean, Elsie, my favorite bakery, she constantly is opening late. Nothing I can do about it. So I just readjust their start time to 15 minutes after the posted time, and I'm good to go. But that's the thing, not getting mad when change rears its head. Just calmly deal with it, think of the alternatives, and watch the advantage you have over the fact that there was change for you to deal with. Now, do you think that's out to lunch thinking? Share your experiences with me.